Welcome. So a bit of an impromptu stream. So I didn't think I'd have time to stream before Christmas, but I got presented with a nice little window here. So probably only going to go for about an hour or so. But very keen to listen to some more of the Casey stuff, and very keen to hang out with you guys when I've got the chance. So thank you, thank you all for being here. I hope you've been having a good few weeks since we last hung out, and hope everyone's kind of ramping up for Christmas. It's not far away now. That's of course if you celebrate Christmas. If not, I hope you're ramping up to I don't know, do whatever you do. So thank you to AsburyBrad for tonight's stream art. Lovely little intimate moment with Lorne and his mum there. So let's just say hello to everyone. Let's just crack right into it, shall we? So g'day to Herpes von Clusters and Cybersqueak. G'day Squeaky. Timothy Goodwin, hello to you. Honest, Sexy Vexy, g'day. Michael Amend. Evil Little McNuggets. Jiffy's back. Who else we got here? Rocket Fuel Foreskin. I Hate Everyone Equally. Printer and Jugger Willy, hello to you. I haven't seen that name before, so welcome. Tommy M, hello. And yeah, no worries, Jugger Willy. My pleasure. If it has been laughter and joy, that's what I'm hoping for. So glad to see you in a live, mate. Kelly Slimebucket Witch Lady, hello to you. Still loving the new song. I'll never get sick of that. G'day Brian Kane, and g'day to who else we got here? Hey Boo. And Spencer Silvera, hi sir, thank you for writing that the correct way. The Borough, g'day, the Borough. And g'day to Sorry Please, and Becca, and TKTK101, and Floppy and Fun Bogan. AsburyBrad, hello to you, and thank you again. Jinx, g'day Jinx, the Time Machine. I think I said hello to Michael Amend, but if not, hello to you. G'day Blue Boy, g'day mate, and thank you for these amazing calls as always, and really enjoyed you on Andrew's stream the other day. That was a great stream. G'day Gorilla Face Gwen, and Tiffany Rose, and Kitty Velociraptor, and Robert Osland, and Lorne's Earned Ladder. Covered in wet. Dat damn doctor, hello to you. Logan W. Ivo von der Avert. Mandy JS, hello to you. And Lottie, hello. Lottie, I don't think I've seen that name before, so hello to you. Moton G. And another name I haven't seen, Mendacious C. Relatively new to Lornography, first live. Well, I'm honoured to be considered a candidate for your first. If you're fairly new to TCAP as well, that probably just sounds really weird, but that's a quote from one of my favourite fucking predators. So thank you for being here. G'day Donde Lieta, and Mr. Cast, hello to you, and Nikki Love, and Ryan K, and Vast Ravioli, and X Derek, and Cat G, Julia Weingartner, who's Honey Daddy. Natty Daddy Roy is waiting for Cornville Freeway, and I kept you waiting again. My apologies. Loco Cola, hello to you. The Most Worst, g'day buddy. Cornhole Freeway, glad to see you, Cornhole Freeway. I think I got everyone. The Duchess of Cornville, hello to you, and some JBD. If I missed you, I apologise. YouTube, stick around. Yell at me if you want me to yell at you. Your first. Oh, sorry, please. It's your first live C3W. Or I hope to live up to any expectations there may be. G'day, George Glass. All right, guys, let's do it. So. Rather than going, I am quite behind in going through the Casey calls, but I've really immensely enjoyed the most recent three, and so seeing that I probably won't be able to stream again probably until the New Year's. Actually, I'm hoping to do a stream on New Year's Eve potentially. So, but anyway. I'm going to be out of order anyway, so I want to go and do those latest ones. So we're going to start at Casey episode 47.
Why would they make any of it up? What do they have to gain? Other than losing their job, what would be the purpose of lying about all of this? All of them.
Perfect
All those
question.
people you mentioned, every one of them lied?
That's what I would like to know. What do they have to gain?
Nothing. The answer is
What do
nothing.
they have to gain from putting that on there? Not a damn thing.
And that's right, Lord. Like, without realizing it, you've answered your own question and you've shown why this is such a stupid fucking excuse. Like, pretty much everything in life is motivation. I mean, that's why when they look at murder charges and stuff like that, it is, means, opportunity, and motivation. So, because without that, like, there's everyone does what they do due to motivations. Like, you try to molest kids because you are a pedophile. You are motivated to do that because you are sexually attracted to them. You are motivated to do things like, skipping your job so you can talk to these kids because of that motivation. I am sure that your probation officers, your therapists, all this kind of stuff, I'm sure they hate you. Like, because not only just even if you were a willing participant in your treatment, they're probably not going to be like high-fiving you because there's a reason that you're there. But they have a job to do, and they've got into that job for a reason because they want to, could be many reasons why they did. Could just be a job, could be because they want to protect kids, could be, they believe in rehabilitation, so want to be there because they feel like they can help people like you. But you don't engage at all. You are the opposite of what they would want. So yes, I'm sure they hate you, but they can't gain anything. I mean, they're not a part of this community, so them lying about what you're saying isn't going to get them anything. So the consequence, if they were caught doing this, would be to lose their job, to be deregistered, delicensed, or whatever. Essentially, would screw up their life. And what they would gain from doing this, to taking that risk, is absolutely nothing. Nothing would change. It's not like, they're out there trying to make content for us. So they didn't lie because they've got no motivation to lie.
Well, and they acknowledge that you're a known liar. So they have to go by what you say and what they say.
By what Sean says?
Well, if you just told the truth, they wouldn't need to take anyone else's opinion.
I've told the truth the whole time.
They say on there that you're a known liar.
Of course they say that.
Why? Why, of course?
I'm a known liar, and they know me better than I know me.
You've admitted that you lied to them.
Yes, I have some. Because I didn't trust them.
You said you lied because you didn't trust them.
Yep. I've never lied to Ashley. I've never lied to Julie. And you'll never find me lying to you again.
Oh, bullshit. And g'day, Omega Heaver.
And, I mean, a licensed psychologist.
And Guru, hello to you. And Witchert. Missed a few of you guys coming in there.
Just came to that conclusion after they spoke with you.
Yeah, after she spoke with me. So it doesn't matter what test she gives me, she's still going to go by what the polygrapher says and what Sean says.
And what you said.
No, she didn't go by anything I said.
She takes all of it into consideration when doing a psychological evaluation of you.
Yeah. And they know me better than I know me. That's what they're telling me.
Well, they know. Well, really, they do. They do, because you deny to yourself who and what you are. So they're aware of what you are, and the way that they're aware of what you are is because of your actions. So you can say I'm not a pedophile, you can say I'm not attracted to children, but given that you've tried to meet at least two that we know about, that goes against that. Because once again, going back to motivations, if you weren't motivated that way to have sex with a child, you wouldn't go to try to meet them, because the inherent risk is not worth it if you don't have that attraction there. so they know who you are, but you won't admit to it. So that's why there's a disparity. That's why you look at yourself and see yourself as a kind, caring, best son in the world, best partner anyone could hope for, and not a pedophile. And they look at your actions and they look at all the work that they've done with you and they see a pedophile, an abusive, disgusting pedophile. So that's why there's a disparity.
Well, you're the one who said this was some smoking gun to get you off probation.
G'day, the big guy.
Yeah, well, I thought it was until you made me realize that
So you read it?
That it was me, my self-description. So
and g'day to Trooper Grandson. And also Tyler Morgan. And Tyler Morgan says, I'm kind of new to all this. Is Lorne on the borderline of mental retardation, or is he just a dumb liar? Look, I don't think Lorne is smart. I also don't think he is as dumb as he makes himself appear. I mean, he is definitely not smart. I don't think he's on the borderline of mental retardation at all. I think he's done. Take away the pedophilia and all that, he's done poorly in life because he doesn't apply himself. Like he got 87 out of 87 at school because he didn't apply himself. Now, I'm not saying he could have been, one of the smartest kids at school, not by any means, but there's plenty of people that are not smart who can do well in life because they apply themselves. But he does have a lot of issues that lead to what he is. I think he's got elements of narcissism, and then this is just, bloody, armchair psychology here, but there is a lot of things that lead to ways are, but I don't believe he is mentally or close to being retarded at all. And I think he's definitely not overly bright, but he has not applied himself, and he is also really hampered anything he had with his alcohol abuse and all that kind of thing. But in terms of this, I think he is a compulsive liar. So I don't think he's a smart liar, but I think he lies so much that to an extent he starts to believe his own lies. So that's why a lot of them just sound like absolute horseshit. And g'day to I say he and you say whore. G'day to Brucey Bruce. G'day to Peanut Butter Ripple. Hello to you all. ADD, hello. Juniper.
Realize that. It really sucks having somebody else tell you that they know you better than you know yourself.
Well, that's what a psychologist does, Lauren. You say all the time that you're confused while you do things. You don't know why you've done certain things. It's that person's job to figure it out for you because you don't know yourself.
No, it's the counselor's job to help me figure it out. Not the psychologist's job.
Okay. Or someone who's a trained professional psychologist.
When I'm being told it's not the polygrapher's job either.
You keep mentioning the polygrapher. I'm talking about the person who did the psychological evaluation.
Yeah, I'm saying that because she's going by what they say, by what they're saying. She didn't say anything different than what they said. Anything that I said was irrelevant.
So what did you say when you talked to her? What kind of questions did the person ask?
I don't know. There was a lot of questions.
Like what?
There was a whole screen of things where I don't remember now.
And that's perfect, Evil Little Big Nuggets. They've just put in. I'm actually going to pin this, but they've just put in the chat saying, for everyone new, I'm sort of kind of bored. Has a series of videos on Lorne that are a great resource, and they really are. Much like I was kind of plugging the video he did on Joran, which was just fantastic as an introduction to Joran. Like, they are the best, and I have seen both, obviously, in our chat today and other chats, a lot of new people, which is absolutely fantastic. Like, I can't make clear happy I am when I see new people come in, because that's the strength of a community, is constantly having new members. Because if it's just the same ones, I mean, as amazing as all of them are, it's just the same things over and over. So new people and new opinions is just so. But I also understand it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. So those are videos by I'm sort of kind of bored. I think there's maybe 4, so there's probably like 5 or 6 hours of content there, but it'll be the best 5 or 6 hours you spend in terms of figuring out exactly who Lorne is and getting up to speed, because he's a whole fucking lot. And g'day, Black Dog.
There was a whole screen of questions where she had me answer like 50 questions on one screen. Then she pulled up another screen. I had to answer 50 of those questions.
If you don't remember the questions, then how do you know she's not taking what you said into consideration? If you don't even remember what was asked.
When I was reading the questions, I knew what was asked, and I answered the questions. I didn't memorize them all. I didn't memorize any of them. I just answered the questions that was asked of me. Then she put up a test with all these different.
So how do you know she didn't take any of your answers into consideration?
G'day, Gorilla Spawn.
It's obvious she didn't.
How do you know?
She's going by what they said, saying that I'm attracted to children.
Well, how do you know she didn't take your answers into consideration?
Because if she had, she wouldn't be saying that I was attracted to children. She gave me this test, Casey. It was like about 100 different people on it. There are pictures of people to say so you can point out which ones you're attracted to and which ones you're not. None of them that came up that I was attracted to was any kids. And she even put up.
Because it's a self-assessment, and that's what you said. Like, it is nothing. Like, the fact that I honestly struggle to understand what you're saying here. It's like he thinks that, if you have an attraction to someone, if you showed a picture, you just have to say it. So he's like, it's like he thinks that he couldn't game the system. Like, he'd go in there and go, okay, Lorne, I know you're attracted to kids, but you've just got to say no when it comes up. And so they're bringing out the things, adult, yes. And kids say no, yes, oh no, damn it, I stuffed up. Like it is just your self-assessment. All that psychologist in that psych eval is doing is recounting what you have said. To be honest, I don't exactly know the benefit of this because I don't understand enough about psychology. Like I don't know if they do these to kind of say, okay, we've got your answers in class, we've got the interactions you have with your psychologist, we have polygraph tests that paint you in this way, but you're still claiming yourself to be that. So they're saying, look, yes, you do have an attraction to kids. Yes, you are not involved in trying to, learn behaviours that would keep children safe around you. And then we have you saying, I'm not attracted to kids, I'm completely safe, there's nothing wrong with me. So there's this massive disparity there. So we can see that class isn't working. We can see that there is no way you could come off probation. That's the only sense I could get out of why this would happen. But that's what's happening here. So just because they show you a picture of a kid and you manage to go, oh, no, not attracted to that, doesn't mean you're not attracted to them.
You answered at least.
Huh?
Well, it depends. Were you honest in the questions?
Yeah, I was.
Because I doubted that if you thought a 9-year-old girl was attracted.
Exactly, Blue Boy. If only there was some publicly televised event to prove he was attracted to kids. What a shame that there wasn't anything. I wonder what you would call it. Something like catching predators or to catch a pedophile, something like that. I think this idea has legs. G'day, I like Roy.
If I seriously doubt you would answer that question honestly.
I'm not attracted to him anyway.
I know, but what I'm saying, Lord, let's just say that you were sexually attracted to 9-year-olds. Would you have answered that question honestly on the test?
G'day, Zachary.
How can I say that? Because I'm honestly not attracted to him.
I know. I'm saying if you were, would you have said yes or no?
Yeah, because
When
I would
they
have to
asked
be
you
honest
that.
on it. I had to be honest
that?
on it.
Yes. So what are you saying? What would your answer be if they asked you?
No, because I'm not attracted to him.
You don't understand what I'm asking?
I
I'm
understand
saying
what you're asking.
if you were
Even if I were,
attracted to a 9-year-old and they asked
I be
you if
honest
you
about
were
it?
attracted to a 9-year-old, would you answer yes or no?
If I was attracted to a 9-year-old, I would answer
Yes.
yes.
Bull fucking
you would
shit. Bull fucking shit.
not.
That is so stupid, and you should feel stupid saying that. Like, I understand the alternative, is not something you're going to want to say, but that is just lies.
Why wouldn't I? I'm there, and I'd be there to have them help me fix a problem.
Why are you honest sometimes and not others if it's something that makes you look bad?
I don't like looking bad. But I can honestly say that if I was attracted to him, I would answer yes, because then I know that it would be a problem that would need to be fixed.
Oh, fuck you.
So then how come you kept so much information from them before?
Because I didn't trust them.
Yeah, but they're there to fix you and help you.
Yeah, her, the psych eval, the psych doctor, I wasn't dishonest with her before either. I was honest with her before because I trusted her the first time. That's not the first time I've seen her.
Yeah, you were honest with her, and then she took it on. Yeah, you were honest with her, and she came to the conclusion in that paperwork. And you don't like what she has to say about you because she sees through your bullshit, and now you think she's a liar too, even though you believed her when you thought that your self-assessment was the whole thing.
Yeah, because I thought she was actually seeing me.
Well, she was.
Yeah,
And she wrote it down, and you just don't like the conclusion she came to.
No, I
because
don't.
it shatters your reality.
I didn't, shattered my reality. It's somebody telling me that I'm something that I'm not.
But when you thought she was telling you what you wanted to hear, that's when you said she was smart and you believed her.
When I wanted to hear was what the actual truth is. It's not just what I want to hear, it's what the actual truth is. You think maybe probation's having a problem with acknowledging the truth?
They have nothing to gain from lying.
No. They just have an internet full of people that are on their asses writing them shit all the time.
I mean, you failed the polygraph. I don't even understand how you're arguing this.
Even Chris Hansen is writing to him, tell him how upset about he is about them letting me on the internet.
You failed the polygraph, Lauren.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I don't care about what they're writing or what you think probation is doing to keep you in class. You failed the polygraph with the question.
g'day, Stacey Steele and Ilrig CIA. Oh, so you've had a change of organisations, have you? Well, I hope the pay's better.
About being sexually attracted to girls from ages 10 to 14, and a question about looking at media of children.
I'm going to talk to Ashley and see about getting them questions put back on there.
What are you wanting them to ask?
I want them to ask if I ever stated that I was sexually attracted to a minor.
Okay.
To a 9-year-old.
And so, when that polygraph test comes back as you failed it, like, what's going to be the thing? Like, what's going to be the excuse then? You might as well start thinking of it now because it's going to happen. G'day, outdoor loser.
Okay.
I never stated to him that I was.
What about the high schoolers?
The high schoolers, I was honest about that. I was honest with him about it.
Mm.
And I know that's why I failed it, because I wasn't thinking about it like that. It's the exact same thing I explained to you. I just wasn't thinking about it like that until it was explained to me that, it's the same thing. And after they explained that to me, I didn't do it anymore.
Well, then wouldn't you fail that question if you ever mentioned you were sexually attracted to minors? Because high school girls are minors. And you just said you admitted it to them.
Right, but it's like at the time, I was thinking about girls that was my age when I was that age. So I wasn't.
But you still
What?
failed it. You knew deep down they weren't your age.
Yeah, I failed it because I wasn't thinking about it correctly in the way that I should have been thinking about it.
How come you don't fantasize about your one-night stands or any of the women you've had sex with?
Fantastic fucking question.
Like, why did you
Ew,
fantasize
yeah.
about girls from high school?
It was only that time there. That's the only time I did that. I did that.
Oh,
okay. I think I masturbated to two girls that I used to go to school with. And that was all that I did. Oh no!
it said 5.
But I mean, that is a lie. There is no way I'll believe that. But even that's obviously what you're prepared to admit to. Even with that, you are masturbating to children, because the picture that you would have in their head, the picture you would have in your head of them is as children. You haven't met them at any other time. Like, this is so ridiculous.
girls.
Well, wait. Sharing.
Alrighty, on to episode 48.
It was only that time there. That's the only time I did that. I did that.
Oh,
okay. I think I masturbated to two girls that I used to go to school with. And that was all that I did. Oh no!
it said 5 girls.
5 girls. Well, wait. Sharing.
Oh my god.
You can try to think of the names. It doesn't matter. The point is, well, it says 5, and the point is, normal men do not think about young girls like that.
Yeah, well, I don't now. I didn't.
Well, and so
I didn't think of it in that aspect.
So you masturbated the one time to the thought of all 5 girls at one time?
I don't think I did it any more than that one time. Each.
Oh,
Probably
So
each.
you say you did
so
it
it's one
5
time.
separate times.
So it's one time each. So you've jerked off to the thought of kids 5 times, by your reckoning.
Probably.
Oh, probably.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's all right then.
Probably. What do you want me to answer?
He's so he has no concept of what he's actually saying here. He's so fucking flippant about that. Oh, probably. Yeah, probably 5 kids. Yeah. What? Who hasn't?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. I can't tell you. I can't be honest with you about that because I don't know.
But you're acting like this shouldn't be a big deal to me.
It was a mistake that I made it was a thinking error that I had.
A thinking error.
It wasn't something that if I would have been thinking a different way that I would have done.
Right, if you were thinking a different way, you wouldn't have done it, but you had a pedophile mind, and you did it.
That's not why I did it.
Well, it is, though.
What?
Because normal adults don't think about people from their high school.
They don't?
No, normal adults don't do that. Normal ones don't.
They don't think about what if I would have wound up with this girl from school.
That's not what it was.
But that's not, like, that's not, you don't jerk off to that. Like, I am sure most people think about, if maybe, they think back about past girlfriends or whatever and think, oh, what if we had ended up together, that kind of thing. But it's not, you're not jerking off to that. Like, it's not, how do I say what I'm trying to say? Like, that is not what you were, when you were jerking off to the thoughts of them as kids, you weren't doing that thinking about, like, it wasn't like you were sitting there jerking it going, oh, I wonder what kind of house we would have. Oh, yeah. Oh, I wonder how much money we'd got. Oh, geez, that's so hot. Yeah, yeah, fuck it. Like, bullshit. Fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
You were thinking sexually about them, not wondering what would happen if you dated her in the future.
I know, but I was thinking about her back then because that's the only thing I remembered that she looked like.
That's
exactly.
right.
And what I'm saying,
that's what you were jerking to, what she looked like then.
Normal people don't think like that, Lauren.
Like, I can't move past this. Like, this is so stupid. You know, when you're having sexual thoughts or whatever you want to call this, it is the image that either you're looking at or you're thinking about. And what you were thinking about that was making you sexually excited was a child, because that is all you can picture them, or because that's all you've seen them as. Like, it's like, okay, if you're jerking off to, porn, if you're jerking off to, porn featuring adults, like, you're not, watching like your favorite porn star and going, oh, geez, I reckon we would have a great first date. Or, oh, geez, this is so good. Oh man, imagine the house we would live in. Oh, so hot. Like, that's fucking stupid. Like, that's a stupid thing to say. And on top of that, this whole kind of like, well, imagining they're older. Like, if you jerking, like, you're not thinking, oh, geez, I wonder what they would look like when they were 60. Like, you're such an idiot.
So tired of being evaluated. I want you, Casey, and you're the only one that I want. I'm not attracted to anybody else anymore. I don't even look at anybody else.
But you committed the crimes, and the evaluation is part of the consequence. And you keep being evaluated because you keep fucking up and you don't take treatment seriously. There's a part in there where she asks you to think of something that you learned from class, and she said you couldn't think of anything at all.
Oh, I can think of things, it's just a matter of listing them off. I'm not good at it. You experience it yourself all the time. You ask me a question, and I get to remember something, and I get lost on it. I just can't remember it off.
Exactly, you can't remember. It means you weren't paying attention. You've been in this class for like 5 times longer than the average person. You should be able to think of something that you learned. She said you couldn't think of a single thing.
It doesn't mean that I'm not paying attention.
If you can't think of something you learned, it absolutely means you were not paying attention.
It doesn't mean that I weren't paying attention.
Well, then what did you learn? You'd have to know something you learned. She even said she wasn't asking for anything specific, like to memorize like specific tools you learned. She just wanted you to name something at all that you learned.
I know you're waiting for me to say something.
It's not funny,
Yeah.
Lauren. I don't know why you're laughing. It's not funny to me.
Yeah, fucking right. It's not funny. It's not funny to me either. It sucks for me because my memory goes blank.
And why are you laughing?
Because I can't believe that my mind goes blank constantly. Like, it sucks. It's like, I can't believe it fucking happens again. So, no, it's not funny.
There's absolutely nothing about this that I find funny.
There's nothing that I find funny
I'm
about
taking
it
it
either.
very seriously, Lauren.
Well,
It's a
you're
lot.
laughing. You're laughing, Lorne.
Fuck, it's like I'm dealing with this constantly.
Yeah, because...
There's nothing funny about it to me at all.
Oh, you got to get angry now, are you? You know, you thought it was fucking hilarious a second ago, but now you've been called out. You're going to get all fucking angry like a little child. Like, you have to go through this all the time because you won't admit to what you are, and you won't work on what you are.
I think it goes blank because you can't think of an excuse that I'll believe that will get you out of it.
No, Casey. It goes blank just because I'm trying to think of specific things, and I can't pinpoint specific things.
I don't want anything specific. I just want a general thing you learned in class.
A general thing I learned in class.
Oh, learn I hate the people in it. G'day, Kobe
No,
One
see,
Kenobi.
mine's goes blank again. What the fuck?
Well, you just said you were thinking of something specific and you couldn't think of anything.
It's funny how it goes blank when you can't think of a lie, or you know the only answer you can have puts you in a bad light. All of a sudden, you know your memory is blank. But if it's something that you think you can nail the other person on, crystal fucking clear.
I said I was trying to think of specific things. See, right now, it's like my mind is going 100 miles an hour trying to think
Well,
of
slow down.
things.
This isn't a race. This isn't like a timed quiz. Take a deep breath and tell me something you learned from class.
It's upsetting to me because it happens to me all fucking time.
G'day, Dupee's fashion consultant, John Fishman, and Voice to Voice. And hardcore poetry. G'day, Dan Jones and Amanda James. Welcome,
Kids
both of you.
are very vulnerable. I've always known that they're vulnerable and innocent and precious, and you have to be watched out for. But I've learned how much.
How much?
I've learned how precious they are and how much they have to be watched out for.
So, okay,
So
well, why did
you didn't know that before? Like classes taught you that. Well, I mean, I don't even understand what you're saying. Like they're precious, they need to be looked out for. Like, yeah, like yes, yes, you're technically right, but you know, their parents or their guardians or whoever are in their life will look out for them. They don't need you to be looking out for them, Lorne.
why do kids need to be looked out for?
And g'day, Cornville pizza driver.
Why?
Yeah.
Because
Why?
the minds aren't fully developed and they're vulnerable.
Yep, Lorne. Exactly.
To things that they don't know about.
Shocking that you needed a class to teach
And you
you
said
this.
you didn't know that before class.
I knew it, but I didn't know the depth.
G'day, JB.
I didn't know the depth of
And Shui.
how much in danger they could be.
Well, what's the dangers they can be in?
There's some very serious dangers out there.
Mm-hmm.
Some very sick dangers.
Well, what did you learn about the dangers that a kid could get into?
Well, I've learned that's the reason I got kicked out of the class. There was one specific one that bothered me a lot because he talked about it like it was nothing.
Oh, God.
All right, you're not answering the question. I'm saying, what did you learn about the dangers kids can find themselves in? What are they?
They can be manipulated easily.
How so?
Just by talking to a stranger. By thinking that they can trust somebody right off the bat. Just because they're an adult. Just because they're an authority figure. If they're an authority figure, being an adult, kids all look at adults as authority figures.
But these are like common sense things. I'm just confused how you didn't know these before you took the class?
I've known them before.
Well, then give me something you learned.
Like this, I mean, taking into account that he could be just basically saying, you know, what he thinks she wants to hear, but like it is legitimately shocking and really concerning that this is all he has learned from class. Like he can't, I mean, I know he won't engage in class because for whatever reason he doesn't think he's a pedophile, but he has been in those classes. It was court mandate that he has to be in those classes. So even just through like fucking osmosis, he has not picked up any more than this. And that is genuinely shocking. Like this is surface level bullshit that everyone knows. Like everyone knows that, you know, kids can be easily manipulated. Like so, and he knew this already. That's why he targeted them. I mean, he targeted them because he's sexually attracted to them. But this is why, because he is a predator. He knows that they're easily manipulated. That's why he manipulated Kayla and tried to manipulate Molly and all this kind of stuff. Like he knew all this already. He has actually learned nothing from class, and that's fucking horrifying. G'day, Smokey the Cat.
Something you didn't know before taking the class.
I've learned the depth of the problem. I've learned.
What are the depths of the problem?
Guys out there with warped minds.
Like you, Lorne.
Well, that's common sense. I'm saying, what's something that you did not know prior to being in class?
See, this is why I was looking for specifics before.
G'day, Scott. All right, so I think I've got time for episode 49, and then we're going to wrap it up.
What's something that you did not know prior to being in class?
See, this is why I was looking for specifics before.
G'day, Anna Rourke and Jose Aguirre.
Well, it's just because you mentioned that you already knew that. And that stuff's pretty common sense. I think you know that it's common sense, and that's why you said it.
You said general.
Yeah, general.
Right, do you have my book right there with you?
No, I don't have your book right here with me.
See, if you were to mention something in there, I'd be able to tell you something.
Well, no, I want you to use your brain. I don't want to give you, like, hints or clues. I want you to tell me what you learned. Something you didn't already know. Because everyone knows you shouldn't take advantage of kids. Everyone knows kids are vulnerable.
G'day, Sting. Dr. Cunt. Hello. Greetings.
You knew kids could be manipulated. That's why you went after kids when you were committing the crime. You already knew that.
I get a specific little word that I'm looking for. And then, it's an easy fucking word, too. All right, I can't remember the word, specific word, but it's for signs within yourself that damn, what's that fucking word?
George Glass, that is a very pertinent question because, as I was about to say, and sorry, George Glass asks, is there someone else streaming tonight besides TCAP Gaming? Yes, the most worst is. I believe they've scheduled it for about 25, 30 minutes. So I'll be wrapping up here shortly and lead pretty much straight into that.
They tell you when the fuck is that goddamn word?
And from what I understand, it'll be more Cas3y amazement and the most worse.
For a sign within yourself that tells you that something is off or to put yourself at risk. Can't believe it. Can't remember that fucking word.
It's really not that important.
Okay, well,
Triggers.
you don't need to know the word, but give me an example.
Triggers.
Okay, so repeat the whole thing again because that was confusing.
Look for triggers within you.
G'day, Dan's Jeans, and also Dan Shorts. Hope great to see you, as it always is. Love from your husband.
Yourself and get away from the triggers.
What are the triggers?
And Amanda James, I'm pretty sure it is intuition, the word he was looking for, not triggers. And g'day, Alison Marie Armstrong. You're off work in 20 minutes. Hope you're still streaming. Oh, maybe just. Good to see you though. Thanks for popping in either way.
The triggers is if you're attracted to someone that's underage, and you're a weakness, and you have a weakness for something about that underage person, get away from it. If you're in a situation in being around a minor that's not supposed to be around, get away from it.
What?
So what are your specific triggers?
My specific triggers, I don't really have any triggers anymore.
What were they?
Saying no. Not being able to say the word no to people. That's what got me in the whole mess to begin with. It took me a
That's
long
not a
time to
trigger.
figure that out.
And you have a great Christmas too, Alison Marie Armstrong. If I don't speak to you before, but this is so crazy. Like it is the same thing over and over. And I've seen a few people say it now, and it's exactly right. Like this is what he does with catfish. It's the same. It's like it all starts again. Like he gets a new catfish, and it's like, okay, all the same crap that I've peddled out before. It's like he doesn't realise they've heard it all before, and it's just like, maybe this time I'll get to the mac and cheese bullshit, or the I couldn't say no bullshit, and they're going to go, I get it, Lorne. I mean, to be honest, it would be shocking if you didn't end up this way because they didn't give you mac and cheese, or because you couldn't say no. I get it. I get it.
That's not a trigger. A trigger is alcohol. Alcohol is one. If I start drinking too much, get drunk too often.
So you try to rape kids when you drink too much alcohol. So it's like, 1 beer, all good. 2 beers, all good. 3 beers, that kid singing the national anthem is looking all right. 4 beers, full molestation.
Well, so what are triggers that made you attracted to minors?
It all boils down to not being able to say no. That's what my triggers were.
And taking him on face value, saying he's learnt that his triggers are alcohol, the fact that he, you know, spends so much time drinking is just disgusting. So if he honestly thinks basically if I don't get drunk, I'm no danger to kids, and he has another sip of alcohol, he's a fucking monster.
Well, what were the triggers that made you sexually attracted to minors?
I'm trying to explain this to you, if you listen to me.
Oh, I'm listening.
By me not being able to say no, it made me vulnerable to all the adults around me that were using me, and I couldn't.
Well, okay, let me rephrase it because I don't think you're understanding. I'm saying, like, when you saw, let's just use Kayla, for example. When you saw her, what was the trigger that made you approach her?
Somebody that wanted to give attention to me and didn't ask anything in return.
But that doesn't explain why you approached her. Like, you approached her. Like, all you had to go on by the fact that she had fucking Kayla Marie Princess or whatever the fucking name was, and by her picture, she was a kid. That is what attracted, it's not like, you know, her name was, you know, unconditional caring, and her bio was like, you know, I live to care for people while asking nothing. Like, no.
No, but that was after. I'm saying, what made you approach her? Because you didn't know she wasn't going to ask you for anything. I'm saying, what triggered you to reach out to her and approach her? What triggered that reaction from you?
Okay, this is going to be tough because it's not going to be the answer that you're expecting.
Yeah, because it's going to be a lie. G'day, Slash. Yeah, exactly. Funny it weren't males. You know, all he wanted was someone to care for him, but it was never males.
When I first started talking to her, I wanted to look out for her.
Males can't care, apparently.
And then it just turned around. And to this day, I still try to figure that out. So that's hard for me to answer.
Well, it's hard for you to answer in a way that isn't going to make you look like the sick, perverted freak you are.
Is it just because you don't want to admit the real answer?
No, because I wasn't myself at the time.
Yeah, I mean, because you said you're a little cutie. That was like the first sentence. So what triggered you to say that? Because at that point,
I saw a picture. I looked at a picture because I'd always popped up the profiles to make sure they weren't guys that I was talking to.
Yeah, but it was a kid, though, and you said she was attractive. So the trigger then is the picture.
Okay, she was cute, so apparently her being cute was a trigger for me to say hello to her. And she was 13, so that's where I figured I'd talk to her and look out for her, and then I got turned around.
But the trigger was your attraction to her picture.
Yeah, maybe because I thought she was cute, so that must have been my trigger.
Well, why weren't you talking to 13-year-old boys?
Because I never talked to any guys on the internet. Any males, period.
Well, they need someone to look out for them, too. So why not?
That's true.
So when you saw her picture, and when you're saying you thought she was cute, what do you mean by that?
I thought she was cute.
Like you found her sexually attractive?
I thought she was cute.
Like sexually attractive?
Casey, I told you I'm going to be honest with you. I
You're
wasn't
not.
thinking sexually attractive. I just thought cute.
Like cute, like in a little girl way?
Yeah. Regardless of how many times you ask me the same question on that, you're going to get the same answer.
Well, then why did it turn?
I don't want to admit why I did it.
G'day, Love Cov Stan account.
No, I don't want to admit why I did it because it was.
Well, then just admit
terrible.
it to me, Lauren.
It was terrible,
This is part of.
Casey.
I know, but this is part of me needing to. What I need to figure out, Lauren. This is what I'm saying. You said you wouldn't lie to me anymore.
Yes, I had sexual thoughts about her when I was talking to her. That's obvious. It's in the writing. Did I ever intend to really go to the house? No, I didn't.
Well, I knew it was obvious, Lauren. I was wondering why you weren't going to just admit it.
I don't even like thinking about it.
And that is the crux of it. I'm actually going to have to start wrapping it up there, guys. We're about 10 minutes of this call, but I won't get through it. I've run out of time. But that's probably a pretty good place to stop, and we will finish that one off. So thank you all so much for being here. It's just it hasn't been that long, but I've definitely missed hanging out with you guys, and kind of helps you kind of to reflect and see how much I enjoy hanging out with you guys. So I don't know if I'll have another stream before Christmas. So consider this my Christmas stream. And if you celebrate Christmas, guys, hope you have a fantastic day. If you don't, have a fantastic day as well. I am hoping to do a New Year's Eve stream. So that should be a bit of fun, I think. And yeah, so as I said before, the most worst is streaming in about 25 minutes. I've pinned the link to there. Please jump in there. Once I've finished with my fucking job, I'll be in there too, because Wes's streams are always fucking awesome. So enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you again soon. Just stay the amazing people that you are. I know that's not hard for you all to do. All right, guys. Don't forget to delete your archives. Bye.